All right. Are we gonna play the whole hour or what?
We might quit at 11:55.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
But I'll still tell you we have time for more.
All right.
Looks like it. Are we starting in
If you want to.
I'm with you.
You want to?
You pay me.
Oh,
I don't make
I'm not paying you today.
I
Tonight, yeah, I'm paying tonight.
Do we need to eat free over there?
Yeah.
The band and the family, or just the band members?
Just a band members.
Daniel had to pay.
Yeah, I think so.
You'll have to pay for it.
You'll have to pay for her.
My profit.
To be a gentleman.
I'll check it one time with him. Bob told me he was running a
So are
little.
we starting in A or?
Who did?
Bob.
Oh. I didn't think I seen him out there nowhere.
That's, yeah, that should be everybody. Oh, no.
You said it right there, thank you, ma'am.
Well, while we in it, about Black Mountain
That
Ranch.
sounds good. Sounds good. Are we gonna do it like you usually do, 2 or 3 or?
Yeah.
Ooh, get a little bit of feedback. I'm too close to it.
I don't think so.
Check, test.
It might be mine.
Yours is off?
Yeah.
Okay. Is that the way you're gonna do it, Jenny? 2 or 3?
Yeah.
Okay.
Test that again, David. It's on. Okay.
Check, test. Oh, yours.
The bass.
Oh.
Is it good? Yeah. Okay. Okay, Robert, yes, do,
You notice we're running a little late. I had the car trouble.
oh no. Who's that?
You?
Was it me?
Yeah.
Is it me?
Yeah.
You can cut me down if it's going to. Okay.
Just a little bit. You get real excited, it probably goes pretty bad.
You know it did that because I said don't mute me under any circumstances. I'm just making a joke. That's what I told her.
Good enough.
It's a Blue Ridge, it'll stay in tune.
I heard it. It's been like Martin did.
Huh?
It's been like Martin did.
I know.
What's the
That's
first
one thing
thing?
about Mount Martin, I do.
Black Mountain Rain. And then Nobody's Darling. Then we'll do Blue Night.
I'm not gonna say anything. I'm gonna try so hard not to say something silly.
Oh, go ahead and let it out.
You wouldn't be a bluegrass if you didn't come out with something crazy.
That's right.
Okay, stand by. Thank you so much, Bob King. If you're just tuning in or just joining us, you are tuned in to another edition of the Saturday Morning Merry-Go-Round. I'm Jenny Lowry, your host for today's program, and it's my pleasure to be here today. I'm so excited, all you folks listening in over the airwaves. I want to tell you a little bit about what we're going to do before we turn Robert Tilley loose here on some great bluegrass and bluegrass gospel music. But I do want to tell you that we have things a little bit differently today. Robert Tilley and the Hard Times Band are going to be with us until about 5 minutes until 12, and then we are going to cut away, send things back to the station, and we are going to play some, over the airwaves, we're going to play some classic merry-go-rounds for you until about 12:30. And what we'll be doing here during that time, that's why I want to tell you now, so in case if you're tuning in and you want to run on down to the Earl so you can check this out. At 12 o'clock, the folks here at the theater are really in for a treat. We're going to have a special screening of Linda and Henry, which is a documentary made about Fiddlin' Henry Mabe. And then I believe Henry will be with us today at 12:30 with his group Travis Fry and Blue Mountain, who will be performing today from 12:30 until 1:30. And I just saw Travis coming into the theater, so you're in for a treat either way. But if you'd like to see the documentary, please head on down to the Earl. Also, folks listening on our YouTube or watching our YouTube stream, we are going to cut the stream while we are presenting the documentary, and we'll resume that at about 12:30. So That's just a heads up about that. But right now, without further ado, help me make welcome to the stage for part one of today's Saturday morning merry-go-round, Robert Tilley and the Hard Times Band.
All right, thank you, Jenny. We're going to get things started with a pretty peppy fiddle tune here called the Black Mountain Rag. Come sit by my side, little darling, and lay your hands on my brow. Promise me that you will never be nobody's darling but mine. Be nobody's darling but mine, love. Be honest, be faithful and kind, and promise me that you will never be nobody's darling but mine. You're as sweet as the flowers of springtime. You're as pure as a dew from a rose. I'd rather be somebody's darling than a poor boy that nobody knows. Be nobody's darling but my love. Be honest, be faithful and kind. Promise me that you will never be nobody's darling but mine. Goodbye, my darling, I'm leaving. I'm leaving this cold world behind. Just promise me that you will never be nobody's darling but mine. Be nobody's darling but mine, love. Be honest, be faithful and kind. Promise me that you will never be nobody's darling but mine. Be nobody's darling but mine. Thank you. Blue night, got you on my mind. Blue night, you keep from crying. We found someone that was new, quit someone that you knew through blue I used to call you on the telephone. Well, I used to call and made you glad, and now I call and it makes you mad tonight. I'm all alone. Blue night all by myself. Said you put me on the shelf. Well, there's just one thing you should know. You're gonna reap just what you sow. Blue night all by myself. Blue night all by myself.
All right, Robert Tilley and the Hard Times Band doing a great job starting off today's Saturday morning merry-go-round. And right now we'll take a break and hear a word from our sponsor of this edition of the merry-go-round. This part brought to you in part by Homeway Furniture. So we'll hear a word from our advertising partners at Homeway Furniture, and we'll be back with more music coming up on the merry-go-round right after this.
Christmas has been extended. A few weeks, Santa's flight back to the North Pole got canceled.
Don't know.
Not exactly. You see, Christmas sun is coming gone all the time at Homeway
God, I
Furniture.
can't see you.
So it's Christmas in January at Homeway Furniture. You are correct, sir. During the month of January 2023, folks can take 15% off everything.
If it's a mess up, Jeannie done
Bedroom, dining room,
Oh.
living room, bedding, and perhaps more. Yes. Take 15% off everything in the store at Homeway Furniture during the month of January. So, Ken, if Santa Claus did not bring down their chimney. Yes, Billy, the Homeway Furniture.
Did you check it?
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. I'm good.
Appreciate it.
This is great, my friend. I can keep saying
Oh.
Merry Christmas. Yes.
That's because he's a professional bluegrass vocalist, David. I'm just picking.
What do on my mind? Near Shady Grove. We do Shady Grove there. Steve. On my mind.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Bob King. If you're just tuning in or just joining us, you're listening to the Saturday Morning Merry-Go-Round, broadcast live from the historic Pearl Theater in downtown Mount Airy. Right now, back to more music from Robert Tilley and the Hard Times Band.
Thank you, Jeannie. I got several requests here. I'm gonna go ahead and get this out of the way. A lot of our friends are listening to us today, and it's an honor to be up here today. Be with my buddy Henry. Expect to see him here in a little bit. But I will go ahead and dedicate the whole program today to Calvin, Carolyn, and Junior Cheney, Donnie and Sheila Bowman, Jerry and Kathy, and Sherry Smith, and Hubert Lawson and all his family, Vera and Lee and Eddie and all of them, Bob and Linda Blakely, Calvin and Margaret, and a good special friend of mine lives up here, he used to live in Mount Airy. His name's Louis Strong. He's listening to us today, so hope y'all get a little something out of what we do today. Do you one title, On My Mind. I can't eat and I can't sleep. All I do is sit and cry and listen for your footsteps at my door. I keep asking myself why we ever say goodbye, and I must have shed a million tears or more. On my mind, on my mind, you're always in my heart and on my mind. Once I thought my love had died, darling, this is what I'll find. You're always in my heart and on my mind. anything coming out of this mic over here? I can't
Nope.
hear it.
Nope,
Speak in it, Billy.
I can't hear it.
Hello, hello, hello.
Barely.
Ain't nothing coming out of that mic.
Just barely.
Yeah, just barely.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't think it. Keep talking then.
Hello, hello, checking one, check one, check one.
Little bit
check
more.
one. Hello, hello, check one.
Sometimes it's because it's not making a good connection.
Really?
Yeah, go ahead.
Speak again.
Hello, hello, how y'all out there?
Cut it way down when I touch it. It could be this. Sometimes this one gives me a fit.
All right.
Does it?
Having some technical
Yeah.
difficulties.
I think it's in there good though. Go ahead and talk again.
All right.
It is two,
Check, check.
it is two, right? Okay,
Test it.
Check two, check two,
It's coming up a little bit.
yeah.
check two.
Try it again.
Checking, check one, check two.
Is that better, Jenny?
I think it's a little bit better.
Yeah, still
Check
squealing.
one, check two.
Just squealing somewhere. Okay. All right, we'll go ahead and do another one. Shady Grove. My little bit, Shady Grove, my darling. Shady Grove, my little bit, I'm going back to Harlem. Shady Grove, my little bit, Shady Grove, my darling. Shady Grove, my little bit, I'm going back to Harlem. Shady Grove, my little bit, Shady Grove, my darling. Shady Grove, my little bit, I'm going back to Harlem. Shady Grove, my little bit, Shady Grove, my darling. Shady Grove, my little bit, I'm going back to Harlem. Shady Grove, my little bit, Shady Grove, my darling. Shady Grove, my little bit, I'm going back to Harlem. Check it, Mike.
Thank you so much. We're gonna take a real quick break, Robert, if that's all right with you.
Yeah.
We'll take a real quick break, and Bob King, here's what I feel like we should do. Let's go ahead and hear from our radio partners at Price Power Equipment, as well as the Granite Bears update and Old Mill Music. Before we come back, that'll give us time to update what we need to here in the theater. And we'll be back with more music coming up from the Saturday Morning Merry-Go-Round, broadcasting live here from the stage of the Earl Theater. We'll be back right after this. I want to make sure about that. Let me know if you think it's really plugged into the right channel or not. Okay, you can carry your Shirley, Robert. Put you behind. Okay.
Yeah.
Just next two, and we're not gonna do nothing because I got 30 seconds.
Let me have that light, someone has.
Yes, we're
I don't want to get
going.
paid something.
Which one's that?
Six, that's one going in.
Yeah, I think they're mixed because it's 6 up here.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what the problem is.
So that
That's
should be
6.
two.
Yeah.
All right, that's. Okay, which one is this? That should be this one right there. Okay,
Check 1, 2.
Let's test them right quick.
What do we do, check it?
Yeah.
Checking the mic, checking mic. Okay, checking the mic, checking the mic. Test, 1, 2.
Check, nothing on this one, nothing, check, 1, 2, check, testing, 1, 2, check, testing, nothing. Testing, 1, 2, check. Check, 1, 2, check.
Got any bass in it?
Testing, 1, 2.
Best thing to do is let them share 2 and just cut 4 off
Yeah.
until we break.
Right.
Thank you so much, Bob King. We appreciate you. And we're back coming to you live from the historic Earl Theater in downtown Mount Airy, home of the Merry Go Round. And I'm going to work in between y'all here in just a minute when I get off the air, okay?
Okay.
And so we're going to turn Robert loose on a couple more numbers, probably about 2, if that's all right, before we break away again for the weather forecast. You're listening to the Saturday Morning Merry Go Round, right now featuring Robert Tilley and the Hard Times Band.
I know you're married, but I love you still.
The day I met you, my heart spoke to me. It said to love you through eternity. Not knowing that you were another bride. I'm glad I'll always be close by your side. You know I love you and I always will. I know you're married, but I love you still. You broke a heart, dear, that would die for you. Well, I'd give the world if it belonged to you. The game is over, now I know I've lost. My broken heart will have to pay the cost. You know I love you and I always will. I know you're married, but I love you still. You know I love you and I always will. I know you're married, but I love you still.
Thank you, Jenny. Charlie, what do you want to do with us?
Take this hammer to the cat.
What key?
We're doing, hey.
Hey, okay. Take this hammer. Okay.
time for us to take a real quick break for the updated weather forecast, and we'll do that before we come back. And don't anybody go anywhere. Keep your radio dials tuned right here to the voice of the Blue Ridge. This is AM 740, along with FM 106.7 WPAQ.
Hang on just a second.
Test this, because now this one ain't working.
I noticed it.
Yeah, let's just make sure what they're in before we unplug anymore.
Let me do it before we unplug.
We're not gonna unplug nothing. Because I'm gonna get it back the way I know how to run it, the way it was.
That should be pretty.
Yeah, we'll wait just a minute. We'll have a second for the weather.
Them two right there was real hot to start with.
Yeah.
It was all hot to start with.
Yeah.
It was all hot.
Check.
Forward, six across.
Check. That is working good
We're
now.
gonna wait till we get
Okay.
then we'll pull it. You got it? Okay.
Change 4 to 6 and shit was right.
Now, which one's that?
That's this one.
That's
That
this,
should
so
go
that-
number 6. Should go forward. That's a 9 for one thing. Right there's 6.
Make sure about that.
Yeah.
This is 6, okay.
No, that's right.
I'm not ready, he's just gonna have to wait.
Yeah.
This is 9. Now, give me that one, make sure about that. That's 9. Check and make sure about that. That one. If you ever wanted to learn how to
That should be 4.
make 100% sure.
It is. I got it in my hand.
Oatmeal Music offers music lessons for all ages and skill levels too.
Okay,
And we
now.
can teach you how to play guitar.
Should be
Okay.
better.
Oatmeal Music, located 236 North Main Street in
Check.
downtown.
Okay, now I mute him and see what we got. It should be 2, 4, 6. Okay, test the mandolin mic again, please. Okay, now you check yours.
Check test. Check test. You got it going. Check, test, check. That's good enough right there.
All right, test 1, 2. Check number 6. Test 1, 2. Check. Testing 1, 2.
Yeah, could be the cable.
236 North Main Street, downtown.
They're behind the desk. Hang on one second. Don't do anything until you find out that's 6 or not.
Okay.
Thank you so much, Bob King, and we appreciate you today for keeping us on the air. Also appreciate the sponsors of this portion of today on our merry-go-round broadcast. That's Old Mill Music. Also, we heard from earlier in the broadcast, we heard from our folks, our radio advertising partners at Homeway Furniture, as well as Price Power Equipment. And we thank those folks for bringing us this edition of the Saturday Morning Merry-Go-Round. Right now, we're going to turn things back over to our special guests, Robert Tilley and the Hard Times Band, and we'll be back with another great group right after our screening of the documentary of Linda and Henry. That's coming up today at 12:30, Travis Fry and Blue Mountain. Right now, more music from Robert Tilley and the Hard Times Band.
Thank you, Jenny. We're gonna do you one titled Beyond the Rain. When the sky is getting dark and the clouds are moving in, when the storms of life fill our heart with pain, just let the Savior in. For when we trust in Him, He will lead us beyond the rain. Beyond the rain, there'll be no more dying, no more crying, no more pain. When we put our life in the hands of Jesus, He will lead us beyond the rain.
on our wrongs, still the heartaches and emptiness remain. But if we hold on to God's hand, He will lead us to a land where His Son will always dine beyond the rain. Beyond the rain, there'll be no more dying, no more crying, no more pain. When we put our life in the hands of Jesus, He will lead us beyond the rain. Now the battle has been won. God gave His only Son to fulfill the promise of His name. And if we only believe, what a gift we will receive to live with Jesus beyond the rain. Beyond the rain, there'll be no more dying, no more crying, no more pain. When we put our life in the hands of Jesus, He will lead us beyond the rain.
What do you think? You want to do another one? You want to take a break?
We'll do another.
All right, I like it. And hey, did you have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, Robert?
Very well, Dad. Hope you did too, Jenny.
We did, and I know you already sent a shout out to them, but
Yeah.
Eddie Lawson,
Yeah.
Lee Lawson, they're listening in, and maybe
Yeah.
their daddy and Vera too. I don't know, but
If he's not asleep, he was listening.
well, you know, we got to take naps. It is 11 o'clock, anyways. So let's go ahead and do another tune,
Okay.
and then we'll take a break.
Charles, what are you gonna do, buddy?
All right, we'll do an old fiddle tune called Golden Slippers.
Golden
Go
Slippers.
over to the next mic.
Golden
our special guest, Robert Tilley and the Hard Times Band. And Bob, I don't know about you, but I'm thinking that maybe what we need to do is go ahead and hear a word about the upcoming concert at the Fairview Rueton. That's happening tonight because we'll miss that here in the theater when we present the documentary after the 12 o'clock hour. So why don't we do that, and we'll come back with time for, I don't know, probably 4 more songs, Robert, if that'd be all right with you. So go ahead and be picking those out. Right now we'll send things back to you, Bob King. Thank you so much. And if you're just tuning in or just joining us, you're listening to the Saturday Morning Merry-Go-Round on the voice of the Blue Ridge, WPAQ.
Sheila's Winter Love.
Is 6 working or no? It is, okay. Test it. Can you test your mic?
Check 1, check 1, 2. 1, 2, check 1, 2.
Okay.
Check 1, 2.
That sounds good.
Testing 1, 2, check, check. There we go. That's more like it. Check, check.
Thank you.
Check, 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 check. I'll get on this one right here. Ain't no problem. That's good. Check, that's good too. He said he would.
You want me to go get it?
Yeah, if you want
I'll
to.
ask him. Okay. So just play till I get back.
Okay, okay.
Thank you so much, Bob King. Appreciate you. And once again, want everybody to stay tuned. This is a very special edition of the Merry-Go-Round, and we're excited to be welcoming some old and new friends coming up here at 12 o'clock. We will break away from the broadcast as well as break away from the YouTube stream for a screening of Linda and Henry. It's a very special documentary made by Miss Rebecca Jones about fiddling Henry Mabe, who's making his way to the stage right now. Henry, I was just coming to get you. Want to see if you want to play a tune with Robert Tilley and the Hard Times Band. Okay, that sounds great. And so while we're doing that, and everybody's getting just about set to go, watch the steps there. Those are easy. But it's been a pleasure to have Robert Tilley and the Hard Times Band on for the Merry-Go-Round. Let's see, is this the first Saturday? It's the first, is it the first? Oh my goodness, well, we're starting things off with a bang. That is great. So Robert Tilley and the Hard Times Band will be back with us, I believe, in the kind of near future. We have dates booked coming up in May. You'll be with us again May the 6th, Robert. And so right now, Henry, it's a pleasure to have you with us today. Folks were hoping that you'd be able to attend, and we're so excited to hear you. Don't wear yourself out, though. We know Travis needs you in the second portion of today's Merry-Go-Round. What do you think, Robert? Y'all about ready to go? Or we going?
Yeah, we're about ready. We're trying to-
Okay,
we're
sounds
trying to
great.
talk one another what to do up here.
And that's why I just kept right on talking. I tell you what, I can talk when anything's going on. I can just keep right on talking. And I'm never at a loss for words.
I hear you, girl.
Oh, yeah. So let's welcome back for this final portion of today's first portion of the Merry-Go-Round, Robert Tilley and the Hard Times Band.
Thank you, Danny. I like to say before going no further, it's a privilege to be here today with my good old buddy, Henry Mabe. He's like a brother to me, and it's been a privilege for Jenny called me and asked me for us to participate in. And if anybody's more honored than Henry Mabe deserves what they're doing for him today. And like I said, he's like a brother to me, and I appreciate him, love his whole family. And we're gonna do this. We learned this years ago. His daughter's name is Shelley, so we learned this song, and we're gonna dedicate to her if she's listening. Springtime comes and I know she'll be leaving. When those friends of hers start calling her from town, so I'll live and wait for Shelley's winter season.
cold and stormy. That's when she finds me to come around. Within these arms of mine, she knows they're always waiting. When the snow has finally thawed from winter ground, I know I'm on Aunt Shelly's winter love. She only seems to need me now and then. I know I'm on Aunt Shelly's winter love, but she's mine alone when springtime comes again. Yeah, she's mine alone when springtime comes again.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. What you got, buddy? You want to do?
Go back to sea, I believe it was. wasn't it?
Yeah, we did.
Used to, the
We
big
used to do a
word.
lot of things. Oh, what we don't
Yeah,
do no
used
more.
to, the big word
You
now.
ain't lying. You got one you want to do?
I thought about, you and we always done Jerusalem Red.
Okay, we'll do that.
Okay, big boy. Get it right, Robert, I ain't done it in a while, so.
You got to do it. All
Hey,
right,
Mama.
you ready, David? Appreciate it, buddy. You have a blessed day.
You too, Robert.
And congratulations again.
All right, thanks, man.
One more?
Yeah.
Big boss man, dance, baby. Oh, we going out tonight. Put on your red dress, baby. Oh, we going out tonight. sure you're gonna knock 'em dead. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
I tell you what, it don't ever get old hearing that. I love that song, and you knew I loved that song. Thank you so much, Henry, for sitting in with Robert Tilley and the Hard Times Band. It's been a pleasure, this first hour of the program, and what we're going to do right now, as we told you folks listening in, we're going to cut our radio broadcast, and the folks listening on the radio are going to be in for a treat as well. They're going to be hearing some old merry-go-rounds. We call them classic merry-go-round editions. During the time we're screening the outstanding documentary produced by Miss Rebecca Jones that we're getting ready to watch here in the theater. So right now, we'll send things back to you, Bob King, and we'll be resuming our broadcast as well as resuming our YouTube stream right at about 12:30. So right now, we'll send things back to you, Bob King, and we'll talk to you here in just a minute. You're listening to the Voice of the Blue Ridge. This is AM 740.